Hi, this is Peter Jurasik, and you're watching Madman with the show. Normally, I would tell you how good the show is, but my shoes are too tight, and I have forgotten how to dance.
Well, before you buy that new TV, take this moment to listen to what I'm going to tell you. It's hard to say how to put it. 8K is pretty much dead now. Yeah, that's right. 8K televisions are pretty much dead, and I'll tell you why in this article we're going to discuss today. Well, I'll tell you, sometimes when you make advancements on things, things go in one direction or it can go in another. I mean, I'm reminisce to the days of the VHS beta era where technically beta failed and basically people went with VHS, even though beta was really truly the superior product. But unfortunately, the way things were marketed, you only saw basically pretty much one brand type of beta and about 100 other VHS machines. Most people thought, man, that's the better one, and they were better priced at that moment. But it seems that the industry, in their insane minds at this moment, which I thought, AK wouldn't be a major thing. And I thought, it was taking so long for the format change to happen from 4K that I began to think that maybe there's not too much time left with 8K. And we got an article, and you can catch this on many different sites. We're reading off of ZDNet itself. LG is done with the 8K TVs, and it's about time we admitted the tech failed. And this is an interesting article on this. Um, is 8K TV finally dead? Maybe not officially, but the technology that never quite caught on certainly seems to be on the way out as another manufacturer has pulled the plug. According to a report from flatpanelshield.com, LG is officially halting production on all 8K TVs. From what I can tell, this leaves Samsung as the only remaining manufacturer, and its 2026 lineup announcement at CES made a few weeks ago made no mention of 8K. Speaking to the flatpanelshield.com, the company framed the decision as a temporary hold and said it will be ready to resume if customer interests change. I reached out to LG for more details. Now that LG is out, let's take a look at 8K. Where did it go wrong and what's next? 8K faced several barriers that prevented consumers from adopting the tech. One of the biggest was the lack of content. Even though the first 8K set hit the market a decade ago, there's still not a lot you can watch in 8K. Even true 4K content is still tough to come by. There are some pretty YouTube demo videos, but a lot of those are just upscale 4Ks. Hollywood studios, streaming services, and gaming companies never really showed an interest. And there's not even a broadcast or disc format for 8K. Additionally, 8K TVs were often significant more expensive than their 4K counterparts of the same size. Browsing current offerings, I found that 2500 seems to be the absolute lowest price, with the majority of the sets in the 3000 to 4000 range. I found plenty of good 4K TVs for less than half the price. I bought a 4K TV just recently for the bedroom in the 43-inch size, and I paid, believe it or not, I paid less than $200. On top of those reasons, there's a debate about whether or not people can really see the difference between 4K and 8K. A recent study from the University of Cambridge pointed out that for the average living room TV viewing distance, about 8 feet, the human eye can't detect the difference between 8K or even 4K over a lower resolution. All that combined led consumers to simply not care. What's next? With LG down, only Samsung left. I've reached out to a company representative inquiring the future of 8K plans. It's hard to imagine production will continue if customers are not interested. While it's clear the 8K living room isn't the future, I can still see 8K having a few uses in the professional displays or perhaps some sort of VR or AR display since the screens are only inches from your face. 4K is the sweet spot as far as resolution. It's fairly affordable. It has a wide support, and you can find plenty of content. Manufacturers seem to be prioritizing better picture technology over higher resolution instead of adding more pixels that we may or may not even be able to see. These changes do provide visual benefits, like the deeper contrast and color of OLED and QD OLED, and the improvised local dimming of mini LED. You can't ignore AI either. AI upscaling and processing are also becoming standard features that can make the lower resolution content look even better. And it's almost certain we can see the companies invest more in this area. I think you'll see a continued push to improve image quality and processing over the next several years rather than another resolution push. There's still lots of room for innovation, and those innovations won't push the prices out of reach for the average consumer. And that is correct. See, that's the problem these days. They're making all these new technologies and try to push these technologies to you, and the prices just keep going higher and higher and higher. But you got people, companies coming into the market like TCL and a couple others that are making the same product at a lower price range. And you're, of course, every year you're seeing, especially around the holidays, during the Christmas period, you'll see a lot of 4K TVs at a fantastic price. Like I said, I bought a 43-inch television, 4K, and this was a Samsung, and it was less than $200. And it looks fantastic in my bedroom. Now my next step is to replace my 55-inch 4K set with a newer 4K line as well. So comment. Let me know your thoughts in the comments line below. Do you think 8K is considered RIP, dead as the disco, or do you think there might be some resurrection of this format? Don't forget to like, share this video, and hopefully today's the day you earn your subscription. We're on our way to 1,500 subscribers here, so basically hit it right now. We're about well over 1,473 the last we saw on there, so we're moving now, especially with a lot of the new content we're working on. And speaking of content, be sure to check out our affiliate channels on there. The Sci-Fi Snob channel, Science Fiction Snob, Tennessee Tabletop Gaming channel, Sci-Fi for Me, Outpost Nerds channel, and everybody else. That is very important for you to check out these days. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. We'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye now.